Hello ladies, well, thank you for joining my channel today. I just wanted to talk to you beautiful ladies out there and those that have subscribed. If you haven't been subscribing, please go ahead and do so now. There is so many ways that you can start your own business. I've been given the privilege, thankfully, to have a women's thrift boutique, and I never really started anything on it. I just had that in the back of my mind, as you can say, maybe as the back burner. And so when this opportunity came, it was just something fulfilled. So one day when I was working at I used to work a 9-to-5 job, and in that place, I remember I started at the very bottom, where I started as working in a warehouse, something that I never thought I would need to do, but I had a family to support, and my husband at the time wasn't able to travel, so he stayed home with the kids. The kids were small, and so one day I just decided I'm going to fast and I'm going to pray. And sure enough, God spoke to me so audibly. He said, I want you to read about my servant Abraham, see how I blessed him. Those were the exact words. What impacted me about the story is just God was just teaching me how, if I want a business, just begin to live by the principles of the word, and my husband and I began to tithe, we began to plant our seeds, we began to serve in the homeless shelters, and wow, God does not forget your seed. When you plant, it is a promise, because he did it with Abraham, he did it with Isaac and Jacob. He said they sowed and reaped 100-fold. We decided to take the salon and open it up and fix it up and turn it into a hair station, but nothing was happening. Then the pandemic hit, and it was just really bad. We were about to close down the business, but thankfully we, like Abraham, his faith was counted as righteousness, and so we just kept our faith and we just kept going. And through another friend of mine reached out to me, and she said, hey, so and so is looking to give away clothing. But at that time, my husband was like, no, it's probably old clothing. I thought, well, okay, I'll take all those bins and I'll just drop them off at the women's shelter bins. And I began to peek inside, and wow, there was treasure in there. So when I came back with all those bins, I brought them all back to the beauty salon, and my sister-in-law was helping me, so I just said, well, let's go through them now. As I was opening them, I couldn't believe it. Most of the clothing that were in those bins were all brand new. Designer clothing, designer tops, designers pants, capris, dresses, blouses, shirts in mint condition. And of course, most of them didn't have any tags, maybe a few, but they were all in mint new condition, never worn. And I just said, wow, this is amazing. This was only God. He threw this on my lap, and I just decided let me put them all aside and run with it. So I decided with my husband, and we went through all the bins, and we went to buy some racks. We went to buy immediate racks so that we could set it up and hang up all the clothing. And I couldn't believe how God was just blowing me away. He had given me this, this is the opportunity, a business opportunity that I've always wanted, to start up a thrift boutique. And that's what I want to encourage you, all the ladies, young, old, this generation, not to give up on your dream. Use like the woman with the oil, that she just had the last little bit to cook, and she was gonna decided she was gonna die, her and her son, because they were gonna starve. But when Elisha told her what to do, she ran with it. She used a little of what she had in her hand, and she was able to multiply it. It's the time, regardless of what the economy is saying, regardless of what the economy looks like, the little that you have, God will increase your greatness and comfort you on every side. Working on a project where I want to reach out to my local shelter, women's shelter, and bring some ladies where I can bring them over to the beauty salon and have them get a makeover. And that's the great thing about having your own thrift store, thrift boutique, is that you have the opportunity to help in other ways when you start seeing the profits. So that's where the contributions will go. Percentage of it will go to that, and the percentage will sustain me. Thank you very much, and God bless you.